Good morning, YouTube. What's going on, everybody? This trucker Richie Rich, man. Back on the ones and twos, trying to make $1. Hopefully, not making any sense, man. I don't know. Let me see. This is the most scariest time in a truck stop. Well, in a place to park. I'm set between like two trucks here, so we gotta watch out for dudes when they back their truck, so they don't smack into yours. That's backing a truck is a part of the game in trucking, and it's probably one of the most difficult things you can do out here. But unfortunately, it's the things you have to do because you got to get the load off the truck. you know, um, when I first went solo and started backing, I swear it took me like a year to perfect my backing. And I remember one time I was in Canada, right, and I went to this place in Montreal, and the shipper receiver had a funny dock. I mean, the receiver had a funny dock. It was really narrow and just really small. So I was trying to back my truck into it, and I couldn't do it. It took me almost an hour, and they were standing on the dock yelling and screaming at me, man, making me feel bad. And the first thing they were saying to them, like, "Where did you get your license from?" and this and that. Finally, a dude in the front office who's been driving truck for 30 years came out and he backed the truck in there real easy. And he told me, "Don't worry about them guys, man." He said, "When I went out here, it took me about a year or two to perfect my backing." Now, there's some situations I will back into and I'll be cool with it, but there's some situations where I don't because it'd be too narrow. And I've been here 8 years, man. I don't try no cowboy shit. Really, if I try to get the easiest spots I can. I don't care. A lot of guys test themselves and try to put it in a very narrow slot and end up getting into an accident, or incident. And if you guys remember my speech, the number one goal out here is not to have any accidents or incidents on your license because that can hold you back from getting a job. I remember I was in a truck stop one day and this dude was on the phone talking, and he got the phone. He's like, "God damn," he was snapping. And I was like, "Man, what's wrong?" And I guess he was saying his younger cousin got into a major accident a few months ago, and nobody will hire him. I think he flipped the truck or something, and he was driving in bad weather. And unfortunately, the next company don't care about that. They don't care about you out here trying to work hard and get that load there on time. All they care about is can you drive straight, and are you accident prone. So the old head told me this. He said, "Look, man, if you can't get there on time, screw it. If you can't drive, go ahead and park." You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, look, it's better to get there a day late than get into an accident. Then you can't, you lose your livelihood. And I'm sure you guys look on YouTube and you see all the guys getting in major accidents. Those guys become uninsurable, and then they have a problem getting a job. So, backing is hard. It's difficult. But if you take your time and you get out and look, you'll be fine. My rookie year, I swear to goodness, man, I get out the truck maybe 10 times. And then I make sure I'm tight on the dock. Because I used to back into the dock in my rookie year. I leave a gap on the dock. One time I was in I was in Colston, California, right? And so I bumped the dock, and by me bumping the dock too hard, it pushed the truck forward. So when the forklift guy went to put the ramp down, he got on the forklift. He wasn't paying attention, and he almost fell in between the truck and the trailer. He was mad as smoke, man. The trailer was hanging on there. I mean, it was a scary situation. You know, um, Luckily nobody got hurt, man, and he just cussed me out in Spanish and shit like that. But from now on, my rookie year, and then for a long time, I get out the truck and I make sure I'm tight on the dock so that there's no space. You know what I'm saying? So that they don't get hurt, and then it don't become an issue. Anyway, it's about 6 in the morning here down here in North Carolina. I just got in the dock, man. I'm sitting here. If you guys took a look, guys are getting ready to back their trucks. Guy just backed in next to me, and God left to me, so there's a space between us, and that space makes me nervous, so I'm kind of sitting up here waiting, man. I'm telling you. Back in the truck is the most accident prone thing you can do in trucking, man. But it got to be done. You know what I mean? It got to be done. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys are having a good morning. Any of you guys, apply to Prime, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, and comment down the bottom comment section, I should say. And hope everybody have a good Sunday morning, man. Be easy.